Still in chapter 21, Isaiah continues his prophecy to the desert people. He was speaking then to the people in Duma, southeast of the Dead Sea. But Duma also means silence. In the last days, Isaiah is speaking to the traumatized, silent people of fallen Babylon. Just 2 verses earlier, he said, Babylon is fallen. And now the survivors of Babylon are asking the Watchman, the servant, when their suffering will end. Here are verses 11 and 12. The burden of Duma, he calleth to me out of Seir. Watchman, what of the night? Watchman, what of the night? The watchman said, The morning cometh, and also the night. If ye will inquire ye, return, come. Gileadi's translation puts it this way, An oracle concerning Duma. Men called to me from Seir. Watchman, what remains of the night? Watchman, how much of the night is left? The watchman replies, Morning comes, though it is still night. If you would ascertain it, do so by repenting and coming back. These terrorized, traumatized people are in a bleak, dark night. All they've known has been reversed. They're in a spiritual desert, and they're desperately searching for hope. But the watchman tells them that not only is it still night, but that it will be until they return to God. But they must return to the one true God, not to the gods of their man-made idols, not to the gods of their technology, of their pleasure, but to the servant's God, who is Jesus Christ. Of course, the people just want their suffering to end, but they don't realize that the length and intensity of their suffering will be determined by their faith in God or lack thereof. Morning may be coming, but that day will be followed by another night, and so it will be until they find the light of the one true God. The watchman tells them that they must return. The word for return, subu, is not Hebrew, but Aramaic, and it usually means to come back, but it's also translated as repent in 2 places in Ezekiel. Thus, there's a double meaning here. The people must both repent of their sins and come back to God with full purpose of heart. The fall of Babylon will be earth-changing. It will be traumatic. The world as we know it will end. Nations will cease to be, idols of pleasure and technology will be destroyed, and the population of the earth will be vastly reduced. We might recall the suffering of the daughters of Zion in chapter 3. According to Isaiah's timeline, they were among the first to suffer. But now, with the overthrow of all Babylon, devastation races around the world. Watchman, what of the night? How much longer must we suffer? How long till morning comes? The watchman says it'll continue until you return to God and fully repent. If you want your world to change, you must change. All through Isaiah, a terrible truth stares us in the face. Holiness is the only answer. If we want to find safety in Zion, we must be worthy of Zion. We must become holy without spot, because the Holy One of Israel, Jesus Christ, will reign there. He will walk the streets of Zion, and the wicked would be destroyed in his presence. Holiness, sanctification is a high bar, but it's the bar that God himself has set. In the end, at a time soon in coming, holiness will be the only answer, and when we find it, the night will end. Next time, Isaiah continues his warnings to the people of the desert, both then and now. I'm Curtis Taylor with the Words of Isaiah.